Hey guys, so today I'm going to be going over how to play Xenoshyft, the deck building game. I'm going to go ahead and just start playing and explain as I'm going. I think that's the easiest way to do this. So I'm assuming you already have this set up and know how to set up. If you don't know how to set up this game, I made a video on how to set up Xenoshyft, so you can watch that. Anyway, so we're first going to start out with, I use the back of the rule book here, rules of play. There's a little, it also tells you how to set up. I'm also explaining the different phases. So we're on the pre-combat. So what it's saying here is this draw up to your hand limit. So I drew 6 cards from my starting deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I've done that, and then it says acquire 1 Xenoshyft card. Now, since we're in obviously round 1, wave 1, we're drawing from this column here. So take one of those cards, add it to your deck, like so. Next, buy items and troops. So now we can buy items and troops. So the only troops that we can buy are in wave 1, because right now we're just looking at this, because we're only in the first wave. It takes every wave has 3 rounds, so we can either buy a ranger. The militia is not for sale. It is only for if you have what are these things called again? Divisions. If you have the commander division, you'll be drawing militia. But as a matter of fact, since I don't have the command center, or the what is it called? It's called the, excuse me guys, the barracks. That's what it's called. The barracks. So since I don't have the barracks, I have the weapon research division. I went ahead and got rid of the militia cards because there's no reason for them to be in the game, because you cannot buy them. You only recruit them when you're starting deck, or if you have the barracks division, which I don't. So they are discarded. So right now, back to buying troops or items. You can only buy basically the ranger, or any of these guns that you have enough money for. So basically, this is, we want to save money. So you're using these to purchase guides and weapons and stuff. So if I wanted to purchase this ranger per se, it's going to cost me 2 Xenoshyft. So that means that'd be 1, 2 if I want to do that. So that would add a ranger to my hand, and he has he's got 2 damage, 3 health. So because right now I'm looking at 2 militia right here, and they did 2 damage, 1 health, but that means as soon as I get hit, I'm going to die. So I might want to buy a ranger just to have a little more backup. So what you're going to be doing is later on, you're going to be laying these here, but you can only have up to 4 guys, and you're laying it on one time. So right now I have 2, so I could buy 2 more rangers if I wanted to. So I don't know if I want to do that. Next, I could buy an item. Also note on your cards down here, it says, for my guy, it says once per round, reduce the cost of a gun by 1. So that means just one time that would be a 2. But that's only guns. See the gun symbol here on the bottom of the card? That means it's 1 less once per round. This is medical. Yeah, let's quickly go over some of these cards. So bottom of these cards here is obviously the damage. This is like the health. The middle part is what they are. So that's a gun. It's equipment. So it means you attach it to your guy. Same here. This is an armor. You attach it to your guy. This little symbol here is an instant, so that means in the text it will tell you when you can use it, which is basically instant. So you basically can heal someone instantly or do effect instantly with that. Some weapons and armor allow you to play it instant, like you can hold it in your hand, and when you feel like you're allowed, you can play it on different guys too. Because when you're playing multiple people, I'm playing a solo game right now. But when you're playing with multiple people, you can play one of those instant cards on someone else. So it's kind of cool. Researcher. Also an instant bomb. That's kind of cool. I like that one. So that's basically all those symbols there. So basically the first symbol is what division it is in. And if you're in a certain division, it's going to be less money to buy. The second symbol is usually what it is. So it's like an instant card. This is obviously equipment and stuff, and so on. So back to buying and buying items and troops. That's where we're at. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spend 2. Put that in my discard pile. And I'm going to buy a ranger. There we go. Put it in my hand. I am going to use these last 2 to buy this gun. And I'm going to be going over these texts as I'm going, so explain more about the guns and what they do, because there's different, every gun and thing will have special abilities that they do and effects. So anyway, I'm going to buy this, even though it says 3 here on the corner. If it adjusts, come on, whoop, whoop, whoop. Anyway, it says 3 here, but since I have this division here, I get one once per turn. It costs me 1 less, so that's a 2, so that only costs me 2 for this one gun. Now if I had more money I wanted to buy another gun, I'd have to pay full price, but this is kind of like a discount, one-time discount per turn. So I bought a gun for 2 because it's a discount. Then I bought a ranger for 2, so that was all my money that I got. So now, since that's all I can do, now it says deploy items and troops. So now you have to place these kind of how I might have him go in like that. Let's do this. Sorry, I was kind of setting this up really quick and explain what I'm doing after I set this up. So what I did is that when you're deploying items and troops, you can only have 1 gun and 1 armor on a guy at a time. So I only have guns, so I can't put both guns on this guy. So I gave 1 gun to him, 1 gun to him. Now this gun is pretty cool. It says you may have the equipped. Nice, I can read. You may have the equipped troop deal its damage before enemies attack this combat. If this is done, discard the card at the end of this combat. So basically what you do is you do the damage first, then you discard this card, and this guy's still alive, and hopefully you've killed him or done enough damage to like kill him maybe next time around. So this is actually pretty cool. This could really handy. Anyway, and then he's got the same effect. Discard this card after you do damage first. And then these are just these effects are on wave 2. We're only in wave 1, so this will not apply. Which this is just saying that you can discard this card to gain 1 point of buy a point, or it costs 1 less to buy one of these guys. But anyway, we'll get there later. So next, we deployed everything we could. I put them in, like I said, you can only put 4 guys down at a time. So now if I had, let's say if I had this in my hand, you keep this in your hand and it has this instant, so when it comes into something happening, you can instantly play it on a guy or whatever. And sometimes armor has it too, so you can wait to, so you don't use up your armor. Sometimes you want to wait, especially if there's other people playing. You can help them out too. So this game's, you know, cooperative. So I'm playing solo, so it doesn't really matter about the instance that much with this game, but solo play. But actually, sometimes it does. I take it back. Anyway, back to this. We deployed our troops. We equipped them. Now we're deploy enemy cards. So we're in that phase. So you go to wave 1. Oh, don't flip them over. Geez, I almost did. And you place 4 on their side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now we're going to combat phase. We're all done. So what you're going to do is simply just flip over the card, the guy, and you do its effect. Now here's a great example why this gun is awesome. So it says right here, it says the first time this enemy attacks each round, it deals its damage before the troops. Now this is not a reveal effect. Sometimes these cards will have when revealed and they attack, that text happens immediately and there's no stopping it unless there's a card that does stop it, which like this would not be able to play before a revealed card. But this is saying first time it attacks. So far it's not attacking yet because it's just flipped over. So you can use this ability now. It says you can have this guy, this equipped troop deal its damage before the enemy's attack this combat. So you can attack before he attacks, because he's saying when he attacks, it's almost like it kind of almost, I don't know, it's really a little confusing, but you can attack first. So you do that, and of course I kill him. Oh, so let's go back to this. Sorry, I jumped ahead. So I hit him for 2, 3. So I'm going to kill him because he's only worth 1. And then after I've done that, I discard this card because I used that ability. And then he dies. You know, I might have to check in on that. I don't know if that just cancels out each other or what. I might have to actually I might have to look that up. But it might cancel each other out, these effects, that gun and that gun, so that it might just go into battle. I don't know. I would have to look that up. You guys might have to look that up. So I might have done that wrong, but how I played this was I went first before him, but it's saying, oh wait, hold on. Let me read this again. Yeah. So I'm looking it over. Yeah, you would have to look that. I'm gonna have to look that one up later. Those two might cancel each other out. Those effects. I'm not sure, but I'm playing it as I hit him first. So that's that. Next guy is gonna be. It says each time this enemy kills a troop, it gains +2 power to this this round. So what you do is you look at here. So I'm hitting him for 2. So you take these little hit markers here to keep track. So I'm hitting him for 2. You attack simultaneous. So at the same time you're both attacking each other. So I'm hitting him for 2. Meanwhile he's hitting me for 1. Well, guess what? That just killed me. So I'm dead. So I just put him in the discard pile there. Oh, no, this is my discard pile. Sorry. This pile there, and then he's got 1 health left, but then now it's saying each time this enemy kills a troop, oh, excuse me. It says anytime this anytime this enemy kills a troop, it gains +2 power this round. So that's not good because now he's hitting for 3, and that's gonna kill my guy. But guess what? I have this effect. I get to attack first. Oh yeah, so you attack first. So I'm gonna kill this guy because I'm gonna hit him for 2, 3, which he only had 1 left anyway. So he's gonna die. He gets discarded. And oh yeah, and then this gets discarded because I use that ability. Sometimes when you use these abilities, you don't discard them. You discard it when it tells you to discard. Usually when you use an ability on a card or a guy, you just put a little blue token on there. But this is telling us to discard. So I use this ability. I discarded it. And you don't have to use that ability. I've just been doing it so my guys don't die. I can attack first. It's always nice. But when you reshuffle, you're going to get some of those equipment back. So that's kind of cool when you do that. It's not like you technically lose it forever, but now we go to the next guy. Just flipping it over. It is a leech. It's saying each time this enemy kills a troop. Oh, it's the same thing as what I just fought. So it's saying that it gets +2 power every time it kills a guy. So, well, he's going to hit him for 1. Oh, that's not a damage token. Him for 1. And he's going to hit him for 2. And he's going to hit him back for 1. Keep on going until someone dies. And I'm going to hit him for 2, which exceeds the 3 because he only needed 3, but I hit him for 4. He is done. He's discarded. This guy's coming in. Come on. Can I flip it? Ugh. And it's here's a revealed effect I was talking about. It says place this enemy at the end of the enemy lane. Now, if this was something like saying it attacks me, it would rule out this card here, because the reveal effect always plays first before, unless there's something that says you can be played when a revealed effect happens. So in that case, that one does not, because these card games are very specific on when, like how things are worded. So it will usually tell you when you can use things. Anyway.